right, I am here with the food service coordinator from RSU 16. This is Ellen Dorr, and she's been kind enough to join me to talk a little bit about what food service is going to look like as we come back to school this fall. How are you, Ellen?
I'm very good, very good. Glad the kids are coming back. We missed them last year. We missed their happy faces and the laughter and everything.
Yeah, agreed.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about what food is going to look like for the students when they come back.
All right, go ahead. Why don't you tell us what it's going to look like in the building?
When you come in, whoever comes off the bus or gets dropped off by their folks or however they get here, there's going to be a table that will have bagged breakfast at them. And there will be a food service staff person who will be there, and they will take your number or your name if you can't remember your PIN number, and you can grab your breakfast and go to your classroom and have it and consume it there. And when lunchtime happens, you guys are going to come down to the cafe. There's going to be line 1 for choice 1 and line 2 for choice 2.
So how are folks going to know whether the student is having choice 1 or choice 2? Where does that happen?
Well, in your homerooms or round tables, however you do it, the teacher will ask you for your choices. And what we'd like you to do is pick, if you're in cohort A, is to pick your choice Monday and Tuesday for lunch, because they'll have a menu there, and then let the teacher know if you're going to want to bring home a bag that will have lunch and breakfast in it for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you're cohort B, you'll do the same thing. You'll order on Thursday, and then you'll order for Friday, and then you'll let us know if you want a bag to go home with you on Friday.
So what would be in that bag? You know, what does that mean in terms of like a take-home bag for those 3 remote days?
Well, there'll be breakfast items. There'll be breakfast pastries. There'll be Pop-Tarts and breakfast sticks. There'll be fruit juices. There'll be fruit, apples, oranges, Dole cut fruit, things like that. There'll be a milk. And then for lunch, you'll have your choices. There'll be little cans of soup. There'll be grilled cheese sandwiches. We've got ham and cheese sandwiches. We'll do nacho packs for you. And then you'll also have vegetables with dip and fruit, milk and juice.
Okay. Now I see that the cost of a meal here at Whittier Middle School is $1.25 for breakfast, $2.75 for lunch. What about that bag? Are you paying just $2.75 times 3 and $1.25 times 3, or how does that work?
Yes, that's what you would do.
So that if I do my quick math, that looks like it's going to be about $4 a day times 3, so $12 for the 3-day remote.
Yeah.
Okay. What about our students? We have a group of students this year who are what we're calling virtual learning 5. So they are out of school learning all 5 days. Is there a meal option for them?
Yes, on Wednesdays, when all the kids are home doing remote learning, we are going to be delivering at what we call bulk meals, and we'll deliver in bulk the 5 days. Instead of getting the tiny, little 8-ounce milks, you might get a half a gallon of milk or a half a loaf of bread, things like that. So you'll kind of be able to make your own meals, but they'll come in bulk so that you'll be able to have 5 days worth of meals and breakfast as well.
Great. And so that's going to be really important. Not like we did this summer or last spring, where we're not going to just drive around and look for kids out, waiting for food. We're going to need to know ahead of time addresses. They're going to have to secure or to order ahead, correct?
Yeah. I'm going to send out an email to the parents and guardians of Bruce Whittier and Poland Regional High School, kind of outlining what food service is going to look like. If you want meals, you can certainly contact me directly, or your child can order them at the school as well. And especially if you're at home learning remotely 5 days, you can contact me, and I'll give you all my contact information.
I understand that kids are going to be paying for lunch and breakfast through Roundtable. They can bring cash or checks in to put money on their account. Can they also still pay with credit card?
No. I mean, parents can pay via the myschoolbucks.com.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And they can certainly go on there and pay with a debit or a credit card. The teachers at the roundtables will collect the money, and then one of my staff members will come around and collect it in the bags to cut down on contact with other staff members.
Okay. The other thing that came to my mind that you mentioned earlier was just about if you're going to bring a bag home with you for those 3 days of remote learning, you had a suggestion for the families, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to do 2 bags. We're going to try to do one that will have shelf-stable items in it, you know, like the crackers or chips or something like that. And then there's going to be a bag that will need to be refrigerated and/or put in the freezer. So, you know, when your student gets home, if you're home, or maybe you could talk to them about just making sure that bag gets refrigerated properly.
Okay. I'm looking down here and I'm noticing the first day of school, August 31st. It looks like we have our choice of ham and cheese sandwich or sun butter and jelly, and then it picks up from there. Pizza day is comes right up on the 1st of September, so that's important for me to notice. I know that's a big one for me.
And then when you see the menus, you'll see that because of the cohort A and B, you'll see that Tuesday, September 1st is cohort A, and then the same menu is for Thursday, the cohort B. Only because I didn't want students to, you know, we normally have pizza on Fridays. Well, I wouldn't want cohort B to always have pizza on Fridays, but cohort A never gets pizza.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure they got the same menus.
Well, I really appreciate your creativity, and your team has always been so accommodating and flexible and worked with us, and here they are at it once again, making sure that the kids are getting fed and they get what they need. So parents can expect some form of email detailing what you've shared with me today.
Absolutely.
All right, that's terrific.
All right.
Thanks for your help.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Anytime.